back to Ashton Gate. It feels so good saying that with fans here.
Another opportunity, and he's onside, and it's 2 for Bristol City, and this time, and it's in! An early goal for Bristol City, and Andy Vyman is back!
And it goes
Clear header for Bristol City, and they are level! And it's a first goal for Andy King for his boyhood club.
Well, good afternoon, Happy New Year, a very warm welcome to Robins TV again, this time for the visit of Millwall. Can Bristol City reproduce the energy and endeavour the other night that they produced against QPR? Wasn't meant to be though in the end, of course, succumbing to another late winner deep into injury time. But hopefully fortunes turn around today to kick off 2022 with 3 points. And here to watch it all with me today is Professional Development League Coach Mickey Bell. Mickey, Happy New Year, first of all. A tough one to take the other night for Bristol City, given for most parts they were the better side.
Yeah, I think it was a game that we deserved to get something from, definitely. And it was just a shame at the end that we succumbed to the old problem as it's become now. And conceded a last-minute goal, and it ruined what would have been an excellent point, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get on to the team shortly because of a very proud day for the academy, which we'll discuss in a moment. But the shining lights from that defeat the other night were Alex Scott, essentially, and some of the other younger players. Alex particularly, have to mention his goal, of course, a slight bit of fortune, but on the whole, a really impressive performance again.
Yeah, he's he's cementing his place in the team. And at such a young age, I mean, that's only good for the future of the team, really. For him to get another goal was excellent, but his all-round play for such a young lad is way beyond his years. And yeah, it's just a shame. Again, it's just a shame that we couldn't see it through and grab a point. So, but he's been excellent since he's been in the first team.
Yeah, absolutely, and plenty of players coming into the 11 that are from the academy again today, which we'll discuss. In terms of the mood and key reflections from the other night, what immediately after the game, I guess because they played so much better, with much more tempo and endeavour, like I said, was there kind of an element of positivity, or were they kind of kicking themselves a little bit more come the end of the game?
I think it'll be a bit of both. I watched the gaffer's interview, and he took a lot of positives from the performance, and it was a good performance. The sending off hurt us, but the actual performance was decent and deserved points. We deserved at least one, if not all 3. So there is a lot to take out of that. But on the same thing, that the gaffer will be really frustrated that we conceded a late goal again. And the lads will be kicking themselves as well. They'll be really annoyed, and sometimes that can happen where you've conceded late goals in the past, and then you get that last-minute corner, and everyone's a bit nervous, and you get that feeling that don't let him score, and everyone gets a bit tense, and of course the lad gets across the near post, and I mean he couldn't have put it any more in the top corner, and it is. In that respect, it was a great finish by him, but a bit unlucky as well. But the boys will be kicking themselves that they didn't get that first contact and just head the ball away, and then we take a point and everyone's happy, I think.
Well, fingers crossed for a fast start again today. Let's have a look at the sides that will go head-to-head this afternoon. Starting with the away team, Rowett opts to pretty much stick with a winning side from the other day, just one change, and it sees a return for Benik Afobe to Ashton Gate. He starts ahead of Bennett. He will partner top scorer Tom Bradshaw up front, who has 4 in his last 4 games. Behind the top 2 sits Shea Ojo, the Liverpool loanee, and then in midfield, local boy Billy Mitchell, who actually scored against Bristol City last season, his first goal for the club. Partners former Bristol City loanee George Saville, so plenty of ex-City players in the Millwall side today. And then in a back 3, another one as well, Alex Pearce. He lines up between Hutchinson and Cooper. On the bench, George Evans returns to bolster resources. He's recovered from COVID-19. Matt Smith is in there as well as 15-year-old Zach Lovelace, who became Millwall's second youngest ever player just a few days ago on debut. As for Bristol City, 2 changes. Tanner and King are out. Benarous and Riley Towler come in. That means 7 of the starting 11 today are academy products, which we will discuss with Mickey shortly. And it'll be interesting to see if it's a back 5 today to potentially include Alex Scott again, or a flat back 4. But Semenyo and Vyman will lead the line, no doubt. In midfield, Matty James, Benarous and O'Dowda. Great to see O'Dowda start again after he missed the Huddersfield game, so he's getting a good run of matches under his belt after recovering from injury. And then another exceptionally strong bench with Martin, Wells, Tommy Conway and Masengo, if required, late on. So, time to hear from the man then that picked today's side. Nigel Pearson is with Robins TV.
Nige, firstly, Happy New Year.
Quick to you and to all our fans.
Quick turnaround for your team today. Back here at Ashton Gate, I can imagine you'll be looking for a very similar performance as to the side from your side on Thursday.
Yeah, similar but better result. And I think we deserved more the other night, but we can't dwell on that too much. So yes, it is about trying to reproduce the good things from the other night. So playing against a side today who will be quite aggressive, physical, and will certainly test our desire to keep the ball out of our net. So we need to be mindful of that. But of course, it's really about us trying to produce a performance which gets us 3 points. That's what we know we need to be better. Certainly at home. Last year was disappointing. So yeah, it's about trying to find the right formula.
A couple of changes today. Eamon Benarous comes in, but also Riley Towler, who was recalled from on loan. So exciting to see him in the heart of the defence.
Yeah, I think that whenever you make changes, or I make changes, we make changes to the team, it's about trying to get the balance right for the team. So we lost Andy King through suspension, and it's just one of those where and George Tanner through injury. So it's just really about trying to make sure that we get the right players out on the pitch, and we've certainly got quite a bit of youth out there.
Yeah, 6 of the 11 from the academy, which is obviously fantastic for the club. Again, you touched on it earlier. Millwall are going to be an aggressive side. It's going to be key that your side match that intensity and look to replicate that on the pitch.
Yeah, but it's also important that we play, and I think that's something that we were much better at the other night, playing out from the back. I think we showed a willingness to get on the ball, but we also played some direct stuff when it was on to play it. So it's not about changing from one style to another. It's about trying to mix your game up to make it even more difficult for your opponents to deal with you. So against QPR the other night, who are a good side, I think we played well, but we have to make sure that we replicate that, and that has been our big problem this year, is consistency. But we keep working at it.
Good luck today, Nigel.
Cheers.
George West there with Nigel Pearson. As he said in his interview there, it's about translating it into points now. But the big news, of course, is 7 academy players in the starting 11. I know George said 6 there, but if you include Campering as well. But that's exciting stuff. And I guess it's about building up these players so they can deal with an occasion like this. And it seems to be the case. Yeah,
it's really good for the club, really good for the academy. And it just shows that the manager... he's had a bit of criticism in the past that not playing the younger players, but he's certainly shown it now that he's not scared to put them in. But he's not doing it as a gimmick or anything like that. He really trusts these players. The manager would not pick these lads if he didn't think they could do a job. And obviously, I know a lot of them firsthand. And I definitely have got faith that they can, in the long term, be excellent players for Bristol City. And hopefully for Riley, and now Eamon's back in the team, that'll be a good start today. And
a real reward for Riley, because he's obviously had a great spell of games for Grimsby, hasn't had too long to train as well with Bristol City, and he's straight back in the 11. Yeah, it's a system that Brian Tinian has sort of brought in over the past few years, where we send our younger players out on loan to gain that valuable first team experience, albeit at a lower level for the most. But you can't substitute first team football.
and playing for 3 points on a Saturday. And Riley's done that. He's gone to Grimsby, which probably he got a nosebleed as he went out of the M32. He probably didn't even know where Grimsby was, but he's done it. He's gone there. He's got a lot of appearances under his belt. He's played extremely well. And now he's got his reward. Now he's come back, and the gaffer likes what he sees in training, and he's picked him.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Mickey writes, now plenty of Bristol City fans will have higher hopes for 2022, but let's relive some of the best goals from the last year.
Fans on their feet as they came forward there. Maybe now a chance for Bristol City to break. Off goes Andy Vyman. Shrugged off any injury he might have had. Here's Naki Wells. Can he secure the points? Yes, he does! Naki Wells!
What a touch.
Bristol City have the winner! Deep into injury time! Against his former club, his first goal of the season!
Incredible.
Breathtaking attacking football from Bristol City. Andy Vyman with the assist. And having come off the bench, Naki Wells does what he does best, wheels away in celebration. And those Bristol City fans have what they so richly deserve. Bristol City's turn to come forward. Here's Williams.
Yeah, just try and win something.
This time he's pushed to the ground. He wins back possession though. Here's Chris Martin.
Great goal. Well done.
And Bristol City have won it.
It's a great goal.
Martin slides away in celebration to the away end, who are in absolute delirium. With 6 minutes left on the clock, Bristol City have been huffing and puffing, and Martin gets his reward.
Flick on up towards Semenyo. And now Vyman picking up the pieces. And there is Alex Scott, demonstrating his quality and sweeping Bristol City into the lead. But Derby failed to clear, and picking up the pieces is 18-year-old Alex Scott. Ashton Gates up onto his feet as Scott sends the ball beyond Ryan Allsop to give Bristol City the lead. Brilliant strike. Really poor defending. Semenyo so often a handful. Vyman so often a source of creativity. But it's Scott.
There's waiting. Only as far as Masengo. Few cries of handball, but a clever back heel from him. Back in from Semenyo. What a shot! And it's Andy Vyman at the double! Bristol City lead the seven-side derby.
What a finish that is. Great ball from Ant.
A stunning strike from Andy Vyman, fitting of such an occasion. And Bristol City are conquering the Welsh capital.
What a finish. Seems like he goes quiet in the game for 10-15 minutes and then he just comes up with something like that. Brilliant.
What an introduction as well from Antoine Semenyo. A fine strike leading up to this. He provides the assist. And it doesn't get much better than that.
Naki Wells is in the box if he needs him. Decides to check back though on his left foot. Here comes Tyreek Backinson with another shot, and what a finish! Tyreek Backinson, 2 from 2 for Bristol City's number 30, and that is the best of the bunch. A brilliant ball back from Adam Naj, and Tyreek Backinson thought, well, I'm going to hit it. And it's into the top corner, and Bristol City have the lead.
We'll watch it again here on the replay, but good play from Adam, committing his man, and then looking positive. He sets Tyreek up, and then he decides to hit it first time. What a finish. Making sure it bends away from the keeper all the time. You see it, you get behind the ball, you just see it bending away from the keeper.
Right, just over 15 minutes to go until kick-off, and after this short break, we'll be hearing from top scorer Andy Vyman.
We heard the UK's yoghurt-loving superfans wanted something super thick and homegrown. A yoghurt that's high in protein, low in fat, and naturally low in sugar. Fit for breakfast, lunch, and everything in between. But such a thing didn't exist. So we made our own. Yo Valley Superthick, lovingly made on home soil.
Paul Archer here from the Nexus Group. Hopefully by now you recognise our logo on the back of the lads' shorts. As a City fan and a Bristol businessman, I want to help as many companies as I can with their recruitment needs, especially as we come out of this awful pandemic and lockdown. And for any customer, new or old, that puts an order in with us before now and the beginning of next season, we'll put you in a draw to win a VIP matchday experience as guests of me and the Nexus team.
Hi, I'm Mark Johnson, the founder of Mojo Active. We are here in North Bristol and we've got around about 80 acres of outdoor green space and woodland area, and we can organise events for small team building right through to large corporate entertainment events for anything up to 500-600 people. We can specifically address key objectives, anything from leadership, team building, team cohesion, trust. We can tailor our activities and events to all age groups and abilities. Here at Mojo Active, we understand how important it is to get outdoors with your team, whether that's to reward success or acknowledge team's performance, but we can do that here for you. If you're interested in getting your team outdoors and having some fun and really rewarding them, then get in touch through Mojo Active.
Welcome back to Robins TV. Not too long to go now until kick-off. But it's been a season of highs and lows, but one man with big aspirations is Andy Weimann. He isn't too far away from achieving his highest ever goals total in one season, and this week he had some fun with Robins TV.
Andy Weimann, 30 years old and anywhere on the pitch.
Andy, Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Clean sheet or a last-minute winner?
Last-minute winner.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Hot weather or cold weather?
Hot weather.
Your dream holiday destination?
Maldives.
Eat in or eat out?
Eat out.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Neither.
What is your dream car?
I don't really have one, to be honest. I'm not really that into cars. I drive an Audi, so I'm happy with that.
Nice. Easy tap-in or worldie assist?
Easy tap-in.
The Premier League or the World Cup?
World Cup.
Invisibility or super strength?
Invisibility.
The celebrity you'd most like to meet?
Good question. Fernando Torres, because he was always my idol when I was younger, so maybe I'll just go for him.
Morning person or evening person?
Morning, because of the kids.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Cardio or weights?
Cardio.
French or Spanish?
German.
Favourite player growing up?
Fernando Torres.
Pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
And finally, home or away?
Home.
A very strong performance from Andy Vyman there, and of course against QPR the other night as well. And Millwall arrive today in BS3, Mickey, a tricky opponent, and not an opponent that Bristol City have necessarily got the best form against in recent years either. So a tough game today. Yeah,
Millwall always a strong, physical, direct side. They sort of make no excuses for what they do. They like it across the whole club. When you play the academy team, it's exactly the same as what you see with the first team. And they'll be strong on set pieces, which we'll have to be very wary of. As I said, they'll be very direct into the two strikers with people running off them or getting up quickly to support play. And it'll be a really tough game, but I think it's after the other night, I think it's one we can sort of get our teeth into. I think it's a real good one for us to get going again, if you like, and put on another really good positive performance.
Well, you'll have a particular interest in the next video. City fans haven't actually witnessed a win over Millwall at the gate since 2012, so we thought we'd relive a famous win from 20 years ago when Lee Matthews scored the winner over today's opponents.
Well, in acres of space far side. No, Mark McGee will be too happy with Millwall allowing him that amount of space. This is Madison neatly away from his man. Plays it to Carey. Murray available. Carey goes solo, deflected! 1-0 Bristol City. The perfect start, and it's come from, in many ways, the unlikely boots of Lewis Carey. I don't mean to be unkind, but before this season he hadn't scored any goals. Carey now is really finding his feet. That's his third of the season and arguably the best so far. It took a deflection, which maybe fooled the keeper. Carey wasn't too clever. Less than 4 minutes on the clock. City ahead. Moody's flick on. Harris goes to ground. Referee says free kick. In fact, he's given a penalty. Says it was inside the box. Some dispute as to where contact was made. The referee had no doubt. And to be fair to him, it's certainly inside. It's Hill on Harris, and the referee says penalty. Harris himself against Phillips from the spot. 1-1. 25 goals for the season now for Neil Harris. Confidently struck spot kick. Phillips gets wide, but no chance. It's back in the melting pot. All square. Murray again, linking with Matthews. Was it a handball by Dyche? The referee's assistant is flagging. The referee initially said no, but I think he may be made to change his mind. It certainly hit Sean Dyche, and what will the decision be? The game's in the balance, and this is a crucial moment. The link-up between Matthews and Murray, it's a hand, and it's a penalty. Lee Matthews, 2-1 Bristol City, instant hero status for the loan signing. The roof has just come off Ashton Gate.
Fond memories, Mickey? I remember packing down at the bottom of the Dolman there with my dad.
Yeah. I didn't recognise that number 3 bombing up and down the left-hand side, but I was just thinking why I didn't take the penalty actually. But I came back from injury. I'd had a broken toe and I was knackered, and I lasted about 70 minutes in the game, I think. But it's great to see Lee Matthews slotting it at the end, and hopefully more the same today.
Fabulous. Right, we'll get in our commentary position. It's at this point we say goodbye to those of you that are watching our pre-match show today on YouTube and Facebook.